Hey guys, Clumsy here and welcome back to ETS2. Bit of a different episode today. Not in the main series. So this is on a different profile. This is actually on my streaming profile. I'm using the Renault Premium. Was it? I forgot what the truck is called even. But I used this truck a couple of months ago during Christmas on the stream. Have the Clumsy skin here by Pokemon. And I wanted to test out the quote-unquote realistic sounds from SKRS that they released on the blog, I think yesterday, for April Fools. So I've gotten a couple of requests to make an episode with those engine sounds, and if you haven't heard them yet, here it is. Here's how the realistic engine sounds like. Let's open the engine. That's not me, right? That's not me, just to make it clear. That's how it sounds when you rev it. This is how the horn sounds. These guys are insane. Let's open that. Actually, in all fairness, out of all the trucks that I've heard, I think the one from the Renault is the nicest sounding one. It's the least derpy and it's the most apt, I think. One second, let me just look at the... Something's wrong with the gear. I'm not sure what kind of setup this is. 8 shifter, set F12 speeds. This one is actually 2412D, isn't that? Opti driver. Oh, and yes, by the way, I got the reward already for the Sweden World of Trucks event. So now we have the Northern Lights as our background. Super cool looking. Really like that. And I really like this Viking guy here. You'll see him bobble. You'll see him bounce all around the place later on. That's part of the rewards as well when you finish the Sweden event. So we're currently in Trondheim. We're in Norway. I know. And we'll be taking a job crossing to Östersund, Sundsvall, and somewhere here we'll be delivering our cargo. But first and foremost, we'll have to pick it up. Wait a minute, let me have a look at the... okay, alright. So it does work. 2L, 2H, if you can see the gear. It's just that the number there is not updated. Yeah, this is actually from... this truck is Shumi's Renault Premium. Oh, I hope I'm getting that right. But this is Shumi's version. So it's SKRS default coupled with Shumi's add-on. So you can see a lot more accessories than the default one. Anyway, let's get going. To be honest, I'm not sure if we can survive having this kind of engine sound all throughout the episode. It's a bit of a long episode, so... That's how the blinkers sound like. To be fair, that's actually pretty well done. I mean, you can see the Viking bouncing all over now. Yeah? The Viking. Yeah! He's right at home in here in Norway. I wonder if the engine brake sounds like anything. Okay. And the next roundabout we'll use the jig brake, the engine brake. Sounds like someone farting. Beautiful. Oh man, these guys are genius. Yeah, out of all the sounds I've heard, because they're these like, I would call them acappella sounds. Not realistic for sure. I would call them more like acappella sounds, you know, using your voice as the quote-unquote music. Loving it. Stick to that. And then let's go and hear more of the fart breaking. Fart control in a different sense. If I had this sounds all throughout the series, would you still be watching? I have my doubts on that. Wait a minute, where's the job even? 31 kilometers, okay. This place looks really nice, huh? I just can't stop laughing, guys. This is insane. So I hope you guys who requested it are happy, alright? Because I was seriously debating if I was going to go with any kind of April Fool's event, so to speak, this year. Because last year, if you remember, I did that episode where I speak in Tagalog, speak in Filipino, and said that the series would be in Filipino from now on. A lot of people hated me there. And a couple of people unsubbed. Didn't see any other. Some people I didn't see anymore after that. I think they took it seriously. So after that I thought, maybe this joke is not so good. Maybe this April Fool's prank is not so good. Maybe I don't go with it now. Maybe I don't go with it this year. But thanks to SCS, we're back at it again. And I must say, they must have really put in a lot of work for this one. Because even though it's derpy, even though it's weird, it's it's insane. I mean, you can still see, well, you can hear how much work was put into it. All the different voices, all the different sound effects, and all the different levels, you know. How it climbs like that in speed. And how the engine brake even varies in frequency and tone. Beautiful. Yeah, alright, so let's try to survive until the end of the episode. And you guys let me know in the comments if you had enough. Until what point were you able to survive, okay? So for example, you get fed up with the sound, you can't live with it anymore, you can't watch it anymore. That's fine, totally fine with that. Just comment the timestamp where you stopped watching. So I have an idea if people were able to live with the sound at all, or if most of the people like quit halfway or something. Man, Trondheim looks so good, huh? We've been here before, I think in the main series. Oops. Look at the level of detail here. Yeah, very nice. Very nice town. It's a bit laggy though. But it's the usual ProMods level detail that really sacrifices a bit of performance, but more than makes up for it. Why is it like that? Can I not just go around? Can I just go around like this one? Oh, I think it's under. I think you can't reach it from here. You have to turn right here. You have to turn right here, go under, and then cross somewhere. Yeah, I think that's the one. So this road is closed, but there is a parking over here. Yeah, there it is. Oh, that looks so awesome. Wait a minute. Let me double check. Trondheim, yeah. This is from the latest ProMods, I believe. Oh, we skipped that one. Yeah. From ProMods 2.2, I think this was. And if I got that wrong, I'm sure someone will correct me. This is really cool. Look at this. Like a secret underpass kind of thing. I've been reading through the comments as well for this one. A lot of people liked it. found it funny, but a couple of people actually hated it. Like, instead of doing this, you should be working on real engine sounds, you know, things like that. Oh, I like that. The FDS, how apt for this region. Let's go with that. So will be 17 tons of sausages. Man, I love sausages. Trondheim to, how do you pronounce that? Gavle? I'm not sure. We will see. There it is. Yeah, a couple of people hated on the comments for this one. And by the way, if you're interested in checking this out, this mod out, if you haven't heard about this before, reverse reverse sounds, love it. If you want to try this out, it's in the Steam Workshop. I didn't put it in the mods list anymore because it's like an April Fool's prank anyway. But if you're interested in checking it out, it is in the Steam Workshop. Just look for one of the recent mods out there, or you can go to SCS blog. Check out the SCS blog post, and they have it linked as well. They actually featured this one. Let's have a look. 17 tons. Okay, shouldn't be a bad thing. What if we had this as our main truck in the as next truck in the main series? Would you guys still be watching? This truck, the Renault Premium, with the sounds, the acappella sounds, would be very different, would be very unique for sure, huh? Where did I get this TomTom GPS anyway? I think it comes with Shumi's Renault, with Shumi's truck. So don't remember downloading a separate mod for that. In case anyone's wondering. Good, let's get going. By the way, let me just check the route here. Yeah, that's going to be 592 kilometers. Let's explore Östersund. And I hope I'm pronouncing that a little bit. Probably won't get it correct perfectly, but should at least hopefully resemble the real thing. Yeah, maybe we can just go through there. Yeah, that's perfect. Good. Let's pass through some of the cities. Enjoy the Scandinavian tour. With a Renault though, probably not the most fitting. Not sure if you even see Renaults in Scandinavia. Maybe not. You probably see mostly Scanias and Volvos over here. But, I mean, it wouldn't be impossible, right? Let's just say we're the only Renault truck here in Scandinavia. I actually climbed the curb there. Yep. Yeah, so a couple of days ago I've been working hard on that Sweden World of Trucks event. So I did 10 jobs from Sweden to Sweden, from different countries, and I showed that a bit during the Clumsy trucking stream last week. And it was actually a bit refreshing playing in vanilla again. And I decided to play in vanilla because usually ProMods isn't compatible with World of Trucks jobs. Like, it's possible to get some, but most of the time, or oftentimes, you would get like jobs which are incompatible with the current ProMod cities, because World of Trucks was only mainly working with the default SCS cities. So it's not fully compatible. That's why I decided if I'm not going with ProMods, maybe I try for a change leveling up my vanilla profile. And that's exactly what I did. So yeah, hopefully that's hopefully you saw that stream from last week. It's pretty interesting, you know. You get a new appreciation for the vanilla stuff. But then again, when you get back and you get into pro mods again and get into the other mods like foggy weather, truck mods, skins, trailer mods, and everything just like, it's like wow. Everything just becomes so amazing. Even more amazing. This is the right lane, I think. Yes, we're going through the roundabout like this and exiting somewhere there. Oh man, I'm a bit envious of that truck because he has decent sounds, not a cappella sounds like this. Pretty interested what we'll find in the comments later on when I take a look. Probably a couple of timestamps, starting with what, 5 minutes? I don't know. And if you survive to the end, let me know as well in the comments, right? Say I survived or something like that. But I'm actually pretty much enjoying this. It's not realistic for sure, but it's actually pretty entertaining because it's not just noise, you know. There is art put into it. Yeah, it's really following all the proper rules. How the tone is climbing up as you increase in revs. How the different sounds vary. And there are more levels into it. Like the voice itself, it's there, but there's like this background engine sound, or like someone, I'm not sure how to describe it actually, but there's more than one voice into it. Like there's a low humming, you can hear like oh, and there's that whoa 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 thing, and I think there's another one. So there's at least 2 different voices in here, being merged, being melded, producing this a cappella engine. Even here outside. Oh, slow down. Man, the good thing is, even if you're absolutely hating on the engine sounds, you can go on mute. You'll not hear me, but at least you'll still be able to appreciate the beautiful view, right? So that's another option for you to survive this episode. Just go on mute, play some music, and watch the visuals. Enjoy the mountains and the beautiful road networks. I wonder how the retarder sounds. Let's try it out. 1 sec. Let me pick up some speed, and then we'll try the retarder, right? I don't think there's anything, man. Okay, let's try later when we go downhill. I'll try it out. Beautiful work of art. Now, if you look at this mod, there are a couple of trucks that have this kind of a cappella sounds, and they vary for each truck. So actually, it's not like a universal thing. Each truck has their different sounds. There's one for the new Actros. There's one for both Renaults. I think for both Renaults it sounds the same. There's one for the next gen Scania. And there's one for the Volvo FH, I think. I'm not sure if they're the new Volvo FH and the old ones have different sounds. I can't remember, but I think so. Let's go like lower. I'm trying to hear if there's a retarder sound. Oh, I don't think so. Okay, let's go back. Proper. Yeah, so as I was mentioning a while ago, there were a couple of comments that really hated on this audio. So So in the Steam Workshop, if you look at the comments, you'll see a combination of different points of view. Some people enjoyed the fun, so took the lighter side of things and decided to enjoy it. Some people absolutely hated it because they were saying you should have put your effort into actual real engine sounds instead of doing like nonsense like this. And I guess in a way there's a point in that, but still, it's good old fun for April Fools. So I won't take that away from them. And that kind of effort for an April Fool's prank, that's definitely something that you can appreciate for sure. Man, this looks beautiful, doesn't it? Oh yeah, by the way, Alex told me that there is an update for the spring weather mod now, but I haven't tried it yet. I haven't enabled it yet because I saw from Kiralis's Twitter feed that in Sweden at least, it's still pretty much super snowy, or I think snow is melting, something like that. So it's not spring at all over at Sweden at the very least. So maybe we'll wait a couple of weeks, and then when the flowers start blooming in real life, then we'll also switch to spring. But you guys let me know. If you want it earlier, I can also adjust. But right now, I think this is more realistic. This is more compatible with the current weather. You can see the silhouette of the Viking. If I move my steering wheel like that, it just weaves, bobs and weaves like he's fighting or dodging somebody. Yeah, I really like that. I'll be putting this Viking wherever in all my trucks. Good. Man, beautiful view. And beautiful sunrise. Thank you, Kirill. Foggy weather. Kirill was mentioning something about foggy weather on the Discord server last time. He was saying it will for sure won't be released by May, but I think it will be released before December. So sometime between May and December is probably the normal, the expected ETA for foggy weather. Now I don't have a more accurate estimate for that, and even that is not 100% true because it can always vary depending on real life commitments and other factors. But yeah, it's as close as we can get to an estimate. So I think we'd be happy with that. The good thing though is by May, if you guys have seen that, Trejon should be released soon. By May at least. And I think if all goes well, I should have advanced access. I should get early access to that. So I might be able to show you guys some stuff like 1 or 2 weeks in advance. We'll see how it goes, but that's the general consensus. So Sven, the main guy for Trejon, joined the Discord server a couple of weeks back, and he's been quite active, and I think he's preparing to do some announcements, share some stuff. Oh man, this is so cool, driving right alongside a train like that. And speaking of trains, oh, let me, no, focus. If you remember the Romania incident from the last episode, no, let's try not to repeat that. Okay, we're good. Phew. But yeah, speaking of trains, I have Train SimWorld now. If you were watching Clumsy Trucking last week, Alex actually gifted me a Train SimWorld copy. So thank you very much again, Alex. And I've been playing a bit with it, so I was able to make the train move at the very least. I was able to make it stop. So moving and stopping, I can do. But stopping at the right place, stopping at the right moment, and moving at the right speed, that one is still a challenge for me. So I'm pretty excited for the stream this Wednesday because I'll be streaming Train Sim World. So instead of Surviving Mars, we'll be replacing that with Train Sim World, and I'm sure a lot of people have been looking forward to that one. I did a quick poll last stream for Clumsy Trucking if you guys are interested in watching Surviving Mars or a Train Sim World stream, and like 100% of the votes, like 6 people or more, voted Train Sim World all the way. So we're going with that this Wednesday, and hopefully we can learn together. You guys can teach me mainly how it is best to operate a train. I think that's the verb for it. Is that the pickup point? Yeah, I think it is. It's interesting. Also, Bricks at Home from the ProMods team has been sharing a couple of stuff, a couple of screenshots from the places he's doing. Some of it are pretty interesting, like some custom establishments, custom pickup and drop-off points that are very narrow and very challenging. If you've watched some of Driving Bros videos, if you remember some of the drop-off points he's done, like super narrow ones, it closely resembles that one. Man, love that bridge. Should have taken a photo there. Okay, let's just cruise along here. I'm actually getting used to the sound. How about you guys? Not minding it too much anymore. Wait a minute, is this 2 lines or is this the shoulder? I'm not sure. Can I fit in here? This road looks a bit strange. I think this is the shoulder, right? Yeah, let's stay here in the middle. That seems a bit too small for another line. And the lines are the broken lines are how do you say? They have a different frequency as to that one. So I think it's a single. That's just a wide shoulder. My bad. It's actually pretty interesting. I don't remember going through this road before. Maybe it's been a while, huh? To our experts here, do you remember which episode or which stream we went through this place? Because I for sure don't anymore. If I've even gone here before. Well, at least in this profile, I'm sure I haven't, because it's still grayed out. But in the main series, maybe I'll have to check it out. But if anyone is feeling up for the challenge, feel free to check out the past episodes we had in the main series and see where we went when we went through here. Man, this is so nice. Looks so realistic. This is really one of my dreams, you know. Driving in real life, in Norway and Sweden, driving through these beautiful sceneries, just lakes all around the place, mountainsides, beautiful trees and everything. That's the dream. Maybe I have to get I don't know, an international license or something like that. I'm really not sure how it works yet, but I will try. I have no clue how that works, how you make your license applicable for other countries. But maybe as a tourist, it should be fine. I have a driving license from Philippines. But yeah, in some areas like in the US, I think I can drive if I'm a tourist, so just a couple of days. But in Europe, I have my doubts. I think I'll have to get a different driving license for that. I'll have to look. And the main problem is we have to get there first. That's gonna be pretty pricey. That might be our next destination though. The next main destination, maybe Norway. I really want to go there in real life. One for the bucket list, at least. But yeah, we'll see. For sure, if a plan gets developed, I'll be asking you guys for some tips, because I know we have a couple of people here from Norway. And you'll be able to guide me where it's best to go. I really love that blinker sound. Acapella engines for the win. Speaking of acapella, I'm actually a fan of it. Maybe that's why I can tolerate this one. You know, some of the some like music bands, if you can call them that, music groups specialize in acapella. I really like those. It's just a wonder to me how you can make something sound so good with just your voice, not even using any musical instruments or anything like that. It's just a very interesting thing for me. Like, there's this group called Sab, nice. There's this group called Pentatonics, I think is the name, and they have a couple of cover songs for famous ones. They even have some songs for Christmas, and they do it all in the a cappella version. It's so nice, so nice. How the voices just blend with each other. It's a work of art. Scania truck dealer. Scania here, a Saab there. Perfect. Man, this is a really nice place, huh? Looks super realistic, just like what you would see in Driving Bros videos. There you go. Just dropping by. Thank you for that. Yeah, I really don't remember this spot. Maybe I've never been here. Maybe I've never been here. I'm not sure anymore. Oh, by the way, yeah, I forgot to ask you guys. So, if you watched the Clumsy Trucking stream last time, you probably noticed that that thing on the lower left of the screen, that pedal indicator where you can see the clutch, brake, and throttle level with the shifter location and the current gear. Are you interested in seeing that here in the main series or in the YouTube ETS2 or ATS videos? Would that be something that will help? Or is that something that will be too cluttered? Because there are pros and cons for it. Like this, when there is nothing, absolutely nothing in the overlay, then it's more realistic, right? It's like as close to real life as possible. No floating windows whatsoever. Just the scenery, just the actual truck dashboard and everything. So it's super realistic. On the other hand, if you have the overlay on the lower left of the screen, it would be somewhere, yeah, in the lower left, right? Then yes, there will be something floating in the window, so it's not going to be realistic, but it's like you'll have more information at your fingertips. You'll see how much I'm braking, you'll see when I step on the accelerator, you'll see when I step on the clutch to change gears, you'll see what the actual gear shifter, the H shifter position is, things like that. So they both have pros and cons, advantages and disadvantages, and I'd like to get your idea on it, guys. Which ones you prefer? Right now we'll keep it like this, super realistic, no overlays whatsoever. But if you're interested in seeing the overlay also in the YouTube videos, let me know, okay? In the stream, we might be sticking with it because there are a couple of overlays anyway. My face is floating, the chat window is floating, so might as well put like overlay for the truck there. Shouldn't hurt that bad. But for this one, I have a feeling right now I'm leaning towards keeping it as real as possible. Sorry. So no overlays. But yeah, I'm open for discussion on that one. Stick to this. Yeah, and with all the driving I'm doing here in Europe, here virtual trucking, I'm pretty confident that I'll be able to drive in real life. As long as it's not in the like off-road snowy parts, maybe in the highways like this and the main roads should be fine, but not in the like super thick snow roads. Don't get me stuck really. I have no experience at all driving in snow, so that's going to be a problem if ever. OMG. Okay, let's just turn on cruise control here. I remember the sound for the Renault this truck was actually pretty nice because Krishboom had a version for it. But with this acappella sounds, in Krishboom, move over. This is the next level of engine sounds. The organic engine sounds, you could call it. How's the fuel? Fuel's good. AdBlue is almost full. Yeah, we're fine there. Actually, can I change that somehow? Oh yeah. Yeah, that should be fine. Is there like a turbo level? No, I don't think so. Let's maybe use that one so we can see the real-time fuel consumption. And we can be more conscious of how much we're chugging along. 54.7, that's a lot. Well, it is uphill. So even if I'm revving at a very low range, it's still eating up a lot. Look at that, that's 80. 100 with that one. That's Ripperoni right there. You know what I actually find interesting when I was doing this vanilla trucking for Sweden, for the Sweden event? I was driving with a next-gen Scania, and I switched to an automatic transmission, you know, just so I won't have to worry about the shifting. I can just do driving and do something on the background, listen to something on the background. And I was looking at the fuel consumption. Like, it was not bad. I mean, fuel consumption for an automatic shifting was not bad at all. In some cases, it was even better than my manual shifting. And what's interesting about it is, when I was driving in automatic, I was getting frustrated because it would oftentimes stick to a very high range. Like, normally you would have to shift at 1500, right? But if the road is a bit uphill, like just so minorly going up, I think it detects that and it shifts at 2000 RPMs instead. And that's so loud. That's, in my books, that sounds like so not fuel efficient at all. But then if I look at the real-time fuel consumption, even at 2000 RPMs, it was not doing bad. So I'm not sure how that works. Oh, I'm speeding up too much here. I'm not sure how that happens. Maybe because I don't know, when you're in automatic, maybe the accelerator is, I don't know, limited somehow, or I don't really get it. But even with the very high revs, I'm not getting so high fuel consumption. That's what I'm wondering about. And if you have any idea why that's happening, if that's realistic, if that shouldn't happen, then let me know. Because I am stepping on the accelerator in the same way, in the gas pedal the same way. So I'm expecting it should consume the same way as well, more or less. Let's cruise along here to 70. Oh, actually, don't need to. Yeah, we're back to 90 again. I didn't know you could drive to 90 here. I thought this was an 80 max for trucks area. Oh, it's 80 again now. And it's 70 in here again now. Wow. The speed limits are really playing with us. Okay, let me save up on some fuel and just cruise along here. Sundsvall. There we go. And then down to 50. I hope that's not a cop. Thank you. Out of all the sounds for this truck, the blinkers are my favorite. Maybe the blinkers and then the reverse sounds the second. It's really interesting. And did you notice this one? One of my main complaints in the map, in the ETS2 map, is the traffic lights are always here. So if you go too much in front, you cannot see it anymore. But actually in Sweden, and I've noticed that when I was doing vanilla trucking, in Sweden, they also have traffic lights on the opposite side of the road, which is perfect. That's exactly how it should be. I can't recall if they did that as well in France and in Italy, but I only noticed that in Sweden. So I'm thinking during the Scandinavia DLC, they realized that they had to put that in as well. But that's good. At least technically, you don't need to... There's no technical limitation at least. And if this is a ProMod city, not really sure, it might be, it probably is, then it's actually pretty nice that they remembered that. Because in some of the default SCS cities in Scandinavia, in Sweden at least, yeah, they have these traffic lights on the opposite side of the road. So you don't have to fear about making that in range visibly. Did you hear that? Psst. That was when they released the brakes. Oh man. First time I heard about these engines was from Brix's video. Brix at home did a video on it. He has a compilation of the different engine sounds from different trucks from this mod, from this April Fool's mod. It's actually pretty interesting. If you want to check out how the other trucks sound like with this mod enabled, go and check out Bricks at Home. Just search it on YouTube, Bricks at Home. In one of his latest videos has this one, showcasing the different sounds from the different trucks. And that's how I decided that I like the Renault ones the most. They're the most I think, in my opinion, they're the least derpy ones, because some of them are just sounding really insane. And yeah, it's like the most acceptable for a serious drive. Because the others, I don't think I can survive. Oliham. Not sure how you pronounce that. Whoa! What happened to this guy? We just entered the gate, some kind of interdimensional rift. Kirill had an explanation about that, the sudden change in skies, and it was something like an SCS engine limitation. I think when you change regions, when you change climates, that transition isn't smooth, unlike when it's like a day to night skybox transition. Or maybe it's a rain skybox. Maybe that's it. OMG. Did you hear that, guys? Oh man, that is spot on. The most realistic wiper sounds I've heard ever. I forgot there's a thing. Okay, let's make that faster. Squeaky wiper sound for the win. No! Oh, okay. I got really scared about that. That truck just merging in. Okay, fine. Load my horn on that guy. Man, I'm getting a lot of gear grinding sounds in here, huh? I'm actually surprised that the gear grinding doesn't have any acappella sounds. My goodness. I'm not sure how I can survive this wiper sounds for long. I hope the rain ends soon. Sounds like someone is making fun of me at every turn. Oh man, there was a radar? Crap. I wish I was hoping I could just cruise along, not go below the speed limit. Apparently that technique doesn't work. Yeah, having a modded profile still is so different from having a vanilla profile. The level of realism the mods put in is just on a completely different level. It's nice to mix it up from time to time, but yeah, at the end of the day, I'm a modded kind of guy. 70 here. Okay, let's follow that now. The fuel consumption increased 34.6. It was 33 point something a while ago. What I also found out was the longer your trips, usually the better fuel economy you're getting. Because the longer your trips are, the chances are you'll spend majority of your time on highways. So the more time you spend on highways, the better your fuel economy, because you'll be driving at faster speeds, lower revs, you know, less windy, less hilly. Yeah, the really hard part on the fuel is like starting from zero, having all those stop and goes. And that's why when you're looking at fuel economy for like cars, if you're looking for to buy a car, they have this fuel economy rating, and then there's like city driving is a different category. Especially in the Philippines is a thing. City driving is a different category because when you're in the city, especially in Manila, super traffic. Spend hours and hours in traffic, and it's all this stop and go motion. So the fuel economy, fuel efficiency will not be so good at all. And so that requires a wholly different number from the like highway driving. And so here, even in trucking, the more time you spend in highways, the better your fuel efficiency, usually. And that's why when I was doing the Sweden events, when I was driving like 1,000 kilometers, I usually got very nice ratings, like 30 point something. Seldom did I go to 40. I think the truck helped a lot too. The next gen Scanias had a very optimized fuel efficiency. Must be thanks to the high-tech stuff they have going on, however they are implementing it. Slow down here, there's a cop in front of us. Okay, not really, because it's a highway. Good. How far away are we? Oh, it says 4:30? It's super dark at 4:30. We're 79 kilometers away. Okay, yeah, that's good. You can manage that. Yeah, these Scandinavian roads still really are the best for me. If I'm looking at driving in the beautiful road networks, I think Scandinavia is my number one. Even though there's the later DLCs like France, like Italy, Scandinavia still, the railings, the bridges, the overlapping road networks, it's just so good. It's just so good. Like France, I think I like France for the nature. So if I'm feeling like seeing a lot of trees, seeing a lot of forest type roads and different sceneries, maybe I'm going for France. But the road itself, yeah, the actual asphalt, the actual road networks, Scandinavia definitely takes the cake. I mean, even in Norway you have these like underground, not underground, but tunnel roundabouts, right? I think that's the only place you'll find these tunnel roundabouts. Did you guys notice that one? That sign, that yield sign? It was flipped the other way. It was facing the other side. Might be a ProMods bug. If this is a ProMods area, that is. Yeah, I think it is. I think most of the areas in northern Sweden are ProMods. I don't think the default map reaches up to this point. And yeah, sorry about the wiper sounds, but the rain hasn't ended yet, so I'll have to stick through with it. Bear with me on this one, right? We're almost there. Cable, or however you pronounce it. Next exit. Yeah, that is actually quite relaxing, that blinker. If I remember right, the sounds from this truck came from I think it might be a lady actually. Ilona, was it? Or yeah, if you look at the mods, in the Steam Workshop, in the mods description, need to make it the wiper faster. Sorry about this. Yeah, each truck sound has their different like authors, and I think for the Renault it's Ilona or something like that name, and I think that's a female name, so it might be her voice that's in these blinkers. Yeah, that sounds like a female. Must be from the lady who made it. Even the wipers, maybe. I'm not sure. I really like it. There we go. That's discovered. And their destination is over there. I think we have a couple of discoverables though. And we have traffic lights on the opposite side of the road. Perfect. Just the way I want it. So let's just cruise along here, I think. One sec. That's a roundabout. Why do we have to stay on the left side though? Okay, let's follow that. I think the other one is turning to the right. Yeah, correct. Okay. Work dealer. Thank you. That's unlocked. And one more, I think, right beside where we're going to park. Wow, it's super black now. Pitch black now. Oh, is that a car? Yeah, it's a bus. That's how the engine sounds like when you open it from inside. You almost got into an accident there. Phew, lucky. Yeah, there's a question mark right there. I think we'll have to deliver this first though and then discover that one. It's probably a recruitment agency. I think here? Oh crap, I actually went over. Oh man. Okay, we'll have to go around. Sorry about this. The punishment isn't over, guys. We still have road to turn around. Well, maybe we can make a U-turn here. No, but a couple of people would hate it. It scold me and say that's an illegal U-turn, so let's follow the rules. I like that. Netto. It's probably a real brand, huh? That's probably from the company pack that I have from Satan 19990. Or maybe that's from ProMods? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Alright, we're not yet done. Couple more turns, guys. Oh, we can actually turn around from here, I think. Yeah, we can turn around here. Might be faster. Marginally faster. So make a U-turn on this roundabout. I like that design in the middle of the roundabout. Unfortunately, I cannot see anything. For going near the center or not, but fine. Alright, there you go. There we go. Tell me honestly, guys, are you going to miss these sounds? I'll be surprised if someone actually requests to make this like the main truck, the truck in the main series, the next truck in the main series. Oh, that's not that one, it's the blue one. Yeah, the location can be a bit misleading, huh? Because I think it's way inside the establishment. So we'll have to turn here. Ah, there it is. Okay, I see. Good that we came from here, because now I know they have to come from this other side. Can we do high beams? Maybe we should have done that a while ago. It's getting pretty dark. Okay, good. Oh no. Don't hit anybody. Oh, that's super dark. This is the bad side about having the foggy weather. So Kirill made it so realistic that when it's black, when it's night, it's really night. It's a realistic thing, but it's a disadvantage, it's a challenge. And I hit something. I'm not sure what it is. I must have hit the pallets here on the right with my trailer. It might be, yeah. Let's curve a little in here. Try to evade that. Yeah, I think that works now. It's hard when you don't see anything. Oh, that worked. Thank you. And the rain just didn't stop. But that's good. So at least we heard the wiper. I think we heard all the truck sounds from this one. I probably will not be trying out the different sounds, so I hope no one requests it. But yeah, probably next episode we'll try a different truck. No, a serious sounding truck next time. Maybe the Scania 143M. That's what I'm leaning towards as our next truck. Yeah, maybe we'll buy a new one. We'll see. Let me have a look at the stats. 599 kilometers, 33.98 liters per 100 kms. That's not bad. I like it. I like it. Did you hear that? One more time. So that's the on. When I turn it off. Beautiful. Perfect way to end the episode. Unfortunately, you can't see anything. But let's stay inside then. At least you can hear the pitter-patter of sounds from foggy weather. Man, that's so relaxing. I think I'll sleep here for a bit. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope you were able to survive that one. If you did, let me know in the comment section, alright? Looking forward to that one. And if you did like the video somehow, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. hit the like button, it helps a lot. Anyway, thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Clumsy Trucking. Catch you in the next one. Let's hear that horn one last time. Hey! Hey! Have a nice day. Catch you in the next one, guys. Bye-bye.